Hey, come see us in Ashland, Virginia, Athens, Georgia, Rutherford, New Jersey at the Icarus Festival, and Minneapolis, Minnesota. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets. So Elon Musk calls for the prosecution of Fauci. And why did he do that? Because the head of the NIH admitted that they were funding gain of function. You want to see him do it? Why? And I'll show you in a second the videotape of Fauci lying to Congress twice. Here it is. Here it is. This just happened.
Did NIH fund gain-of-function research at the Wuhan Institute of Virology through EcoHealth?
It depends on your definition of gain-of-function research. If you're speaking about the generic term, yes, we did, but this is research. The generic term is research that goes on in many, many labs around the country. It is not regulated, and the reason it's not...
And it's not regulated.
This is not helping. Are you kidding?
But here comes the big lie. Here he goes. It's not regulated. Why?
Regulated is it poses no threat or harm to anybody.
Are you sure? Because I'm pretty locked down in a viral
I
thing.
feel like I was locked down for 2 years because of a gain of function thing.
I feel like I live in China now, where some people just always wear masks.
So it's not regulated because it doesn't pose any harm. Can you believe that kind? First of all, he tells a huge truth and then he tells a huge lie. Why do you think Barack Obama paused the gain of function research? Because the viruses kept leaking out of the labs in the United States, and that's why Fauci had to go through EcoHealth Alliance, which is a CIA cutout, to fund that gain of function in China. That then created the COVID virus 19, which is what a lot of people say. It's super unlikely.
You don't think someone used a bat wing for a pillow?
Nah.
You don't think the classic old Chappelle joke of somebody had sex with a monkey that they use for every new virus that comes out?
That's what every new
One
virus.
of you dirty people must have fucked something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bet.
It's like that old joke. You can get AIDS from a mosquito, and the joke was, you got to be sick as hell to have sex with a mosquito. You never heard that? All right, here is Fauci being asked by Rand Paul about, did you fund gain of function?
That the NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain of function research in the Wuhan Institute.
Do they fund?
So that's
I
a
was
lie.
doing it in Pittsburgh.
So that was a lie.
No.
So that was a lie. And look how good of a liar he is.
He'll never be a real boy now.
He knows how to not blink his eyes. He knows how to keep eye contact.
Yeah.
He knows how to be indignant.
He crushed.
That's a lie. He's lying. And so now, so normally if you lie to Congress, you get prosecuted. Right?
What?
But he didn't get prosecuted. Why? Because he's doing it at the behest of the people who are supposed to prosecute him.
He got residuals on the gain of function
That's right.
work that they did. He gets a nice residual.
So, you want to see it again? Here it is.
That the NIH has not ever and does not now fund gain of function research in the Wuhan Institute.
Do they fund
of
Dr.
Virology.
Barrick?
We do not fund.
Do you fund Dr. Barrick's gain of function research?
Dr. Barrett does not doing gain of function research, and if it is, it's according to the guidelines.
So he's not doing it. But if he is doing it, it's according to the guideline. It's not regulated. That the current NIH guy just said it's not regulated. So he says two things at once because he knows that Dr. Barrick is being funded by the NIH and Dr. Barrick is doing gain of function. So he has to go, if he is, well, you don't know if he is. Of course you do.
And it is being conducted in North Carolina. Not
You don't think inserting
China.
a bat virus spike protein that he got
This
from
guy
the
laughing
Wuhan
behind him.
Institute into the SARS virus is gain of function?
That is
You would
not-
be in the minority because at least 200 scientists have signed a statement from the Cambridge Working Group saying that it is gain of function.
Well, it is not. And if you look at the grant and you look at the progress reports, it is not gain of function, despite the fact that people tweet that.
So
they
do you
write
still
about it.
support
Stop doing
sending
it
money to the
either way?
Wuhan Virology Institute?
We do not send money now to the Wuhan
Do you
Virology
support
Institute.
sending money? We did under your tutelage. We were sending it through EcoHealth. It was a sub-agency and a sub-grant. Do you support that the money from NIH that was going to the Wuhan Institute?
Let me explain to you why that was done. The SARS-CoV-1 originated in bats in China. It would have been irresponsible of us if we did not investigate the bat viruses and the serology to see who might have been
Or
infected.
perhaps it would be
in China.
responsible to send it to the Chinese government that we may not be able to trust with this knowledge.
So that's a scammer. That's Dr. Fauci, who's a scammer, a liar, and a criminal. And he's a super criminal because you just saw him lie to Congress. He lied to Congress, then admitted he was lying. But we've known this for a long time. This isn't new news, because this was from October 2021. A major shift. NIH admits funding risky virus research in Wuhan. So that was from October 24th, 2021. That's in Vanity Fair. So we report these things here, and then people hate that we report them. And they think we're lying and making stuff up, and we're not. New emails show Dr. Anthony Fauci commissioned a scientific paper in February 2020 to disprove the Wuhan lab leak theory. That's that big corruption that got exposed.
How do you commission a scientific paper with a predetermined answer, and that's called a scientific paper?
It wasn't.
You're supposed to see if it did do that,
Documents
not prove that it didn't.
That's exactly right. Documents published in late 2021 by The Intercept revealed that the Manhattan-based nonprofit EcoHealth Alliance, it's a CIA cutout, used grants from Fauci's agency to fund Wuhan Institute of Virology experiments that modified 3 bat coronaviruses distinct from COVID-19. That's gain of function. The research discovered that viruses became much more infectious they had a higher function. They gained function among humanized mice when
I'm sorry, what?
Humanized mice.
What in the hell is going on in that lab?
You tell me. The Department of Health and Human Services, which includes the NIH, on Tuesday barred EcoHealth from receiving federal funding for the next 3 years. I wonder why they did that. So here, this is from Vanity Fair. Gilles Deminoff, a New Zealand data scientist in New Zealand, told Vanity Fair, "I cannot be sure that COVID-19 originated from a research-related accident or infection from a sampling trip, but what can he be sure of? But I'm 100% sure that there was a massive cover-up." So that's what Fauci did. They funded the research. They lied to Congress about funding it. They covered it up when the COVID-19 virus escaped from the lab.
And why are we doing that in China, the place that we're...
Because Barack Obama put a pause on it here in the United States.
But aren't we going to war with China because of Taiwan?
We're also buying all our uranium from Russia right now. But we're supposed to be in a war with them.
Well, we better get that stuff before we start it.
You know that I believe in diversify. I'm putting my retirement money. I don't want to put it in a 401k with Wall Street. So I'm putting a lot of it into precious metals, gold. I'm breaking it up into 3 different places, but one of the places is gold. And I believe having a substantial percentage of my financial future secured with gold and silver. That's why I decided to partner with Colonial Metals. I do. I believe in them. I believe in the idea of securing your money in precious metals. They help me set up a safe and secure self-directed IRA where I have access to my assets, no matter what the stock market, or for that matter, whatever the government's doing. So let the team of experts over at Colonial Metals Group help you protect your family's future. We've put together a special offer for our audience. Click on the link in the description below or call special 800 number, which is 888-910-1419, and you'll receive a safe and up to $10,000 in free silver. I don't know how they figure that out, but it's up to $10,000. So you definitely get a safe. So go to colonialmetals.com/Jimmy-Dore-show or call 888-910-1419 and talk to a person, and they'll tell you all about it. Here we're doing stand-up in Ashland, Virginia, Athens, Georgia, Rutherford, New Jersey, Minneapolis, Minnesota, Ontario, California, Irvine, California, Las Vegas, Davenport, Iowa, Chicago, Grand Rapids. Go to jimmydore.com for a link for tickets, and make sure you go to jimmydore.com and don't go to a second reseller. Not good.